now we've been using MEXC and we've been killing it. And so we just have to adapt. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto almost daily, jumping right into the market real quick. The leverage trading group is discounted considerably, 60% off. If you sign up for a combo, a year of both groups, you're going to get 4 months free of each of the groups. That'll run you through the bull market, right? Ride the bull market with us. You'll make a ton of money. Just on my Bitcoin halving strategy, it'll pay for itself. If you need lower prices, you can just try 6 months. No big deal. Cards, you can pay with cards on the site now. Game changer. Save your crypto. Again, this is cryptorev.net. If you have questions, email me. We'll make it happen. Bitcoin 4-hour chart. So the most important thing here is this is rolling over. You want to see how the price action reacts to this trend line. If you break lower, there's some downside, but that's going to give you buy ideas later on. Probably the people that missed the initial run up will have a chance for, so will you get that second chance? If you break 31,800, you're going to run up to 35,000, 40,000, 45,000, period. This is the Bitcoin 3-day. You've got a bullish cross of the 21 and the 200, which the last 3 times has caused a huge epic move to the upside out of Bitcoin. Is it going to happen again? Nothing's for sure. Now you got a golden cross on the 3-day coming. And so again, these are hit or miss. I don't really pay attention to that, but a lot of the market does. Bots buy and sell on these ideas. People program bots. I feel like everybody's in a holding pattern waiting to see what BlackRock's going to do. And I've got a ton of news on BlackRock funds. And I mean, they had 600,000 inquiries about buying Bitcoin, and they're going to push through. They're going to do everything possible they can push through that Bitcoin spot ETF. If that happens, moon mission, right? Straight up. There's that factor, but you can't wait on the news. You can't trade the news. You have to trade the charts, right? And then make adjustments to what happens in the meantime. This is the plan. It's real simple. You break to the downside, you short everything, right? You're going to come down here to about 25,800. And if that breaks, here's your double top. And then you're coming down in here, 20,000. Okay, so if that happens, it's still a low, high, higher low, and then you got another attempt to break this and flip it, and it might happen slowly like that. Okay, so where it comes like this. Now, if you break, so you gotta have multiple plans because this can all happen, and you want to write them down right there in front of you and just execute the plan. Stick to the plan. Do not break the plan. The biggest part of trading is trading like a bot. If this happens, then do this. If this happens, then do this. If this happens, then do this. Just like computer code, right? Break 31,000, flip it. Maybe you open with $10,000 and then you get a bullish retest and you add another 10,000 to it if you want to trade Bitcoin. Otherwise, you load altcoins. However, Bitcoin is going to outperform the entire altcoin market when it finally does take off, right? And so that's going to have a lot to do with Bitcoin dominance. But people will FOMO into Bitcoin, especially if Bitcoin spot ETF blows up. People are FOMOing into Bitcoin, right? If some House legislation comes out and 70% of the coins are commodities and the United States can trade most of the coins, and the ones that are securities are able to register with the SEC, game changer. Like, it's about time. Everything's about to happen. And the Bitcoin halving is coming. And the halving run up happens prior to that. And so now we're going to go through some data. First, like nonstop bangers. If you just want to entry level, dip your toe in the water, learn to leverage trade, it pays for itself. Follow the leader, right? We have live screen shares. All you have to do is follow the leader. We nailed comp for 209%, Doge for 245. Riff for 104, Mong for 136, ACH for 174. Again, pages and pages and pages of bangers. This person, he started in the group with 30,000. In 1 month, he made 50%. This person, $8,000 in 2 days using the ideas you taught me, quick gains and profits. Killed it. This person, been in the group since January, and now for the first time ever, I've got 6 figures in my disposal. Add some extra monitors to your setup. This gives you a lot more clarity because you've got right here, you've got multiple chart open at the same time. You want to look at, if you're in an altcoin trade, you want to look at Bitcoin, you want to look at Bitcoin dominance. You have to use a multitude of ideas in order to be successful in this market. So again, you just add the monitors as they come. You can do fine with 2 monitors. Now, this is a chart that probably most people have never seen before. The 1 day, the daily 200 SMA has never been below the weekly ever before. And now we've got a golden cross coming. So this is the orange 1 day 200 SMA. See down here where it actually just touched and bounced off? What happened after these 2 lines just touched, converged? It ran from a couple $100 all the way up to $19,000. All right, you hit the biggest, fastest gains. And again, the weekly, which is the yellow line, has been calling the bottom, has been calling the bottom, has been calling the bottom, has been calling the bottom. Well, now the price action dipped below the bottom because all the nonsense with FTX and the SEC and all this nonsense in the United States, which is going to get cleared up. And now it flipped the weekly 200 SMA. And you're about to see a golden cross of the orange 1 day 200 SMA. This is a bullish cross. This could lead Bitcoin a lot higher. If you do get some type of pullback, it just gives you a higher low to build on. Okay, so understand that. This is a Bitcoin halving cycle. I don't know if people understand this, but the halving is coming, right? The halving is coming, but look, if you it's the same thing over and over, right? You get the bull market. I mean, Bitcoin ran from $1 to $29, crashed, recovery, and then bull market, crash, recovery. And this is where it ran up to 20,000, crash, bear market, started to recover, and then bull market ran from $3,000 to $65,000, and then down to 15,000. Here's where we're at, 15,000. The purple area is running out of room, the recovery. And then we flip to recovery flips to bull, recovery flips to bull, recovery flips to bull, recovery flips to bull. Not saying recovery is over yet, but we're getting closer. The most important thing I want you to see down here is the source of this is Morgan Stanley Wealth Management Global Investment Office. They sent this out to all of their customers. Now, BlackRock, got to talk about them. They got 600,000 hits on the BlackRock website. The BlackRock CEO tells the former Bank of England governor, you think, man, they've got $10 trillion worth of assets under management. They've loaned the United States $1 trillion before. If you're the 4th branch of the government, people say you've got a lot of pull. Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, says these big giant moves every day. It's a thin market, can evolve into a global market. Yes, but you need this spot in there to take a lot of the volatility out of it. The problem with Bitcoin, and I say problem, I mean, you can make a lot of money on these runs, but people ride the downtrends and you can't do that. And it's so volatile. So the big picture is all these spot Bitcoin ETFs get approved and stocks are going to take over Bitcoin as far as trading. They're going to move the market and it'll create a solid baseline for these altcoins to finally take off. This is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance has gotten rejected and it's pulling back. You do not want to see a bounce of this support or it's going higher, and there's a very good chance that altcoins take a hit based on this idea, right? So you're watching Bitcoin dominance. It's pulling back now, but if it at this support where it's rejection, 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 it bounces right here. Watch Bitcoin, because that's going to, this right here, this one little area, when it moves, it's going to move the price of Bitcoin, right? So this is your timer. This is how you time the moves for Bitcoin. There's a new bill that just passed. Federal agencies are restricted to prohibit people from using convertible virtual currencies to purchase goods or services for the person's own use and other purposes. So the good news is the House Financial Services Committee passes this bill protecting right to self-custody of Bitcoin and crypto. They're not going to be able to freaking know what's on your hardware wallets. They're not going to be able to know and control every possible thing about crypto. Privacy in there. Now, this is a chart we talked about yesterday, but I just want to show you how well we nailed it. So we had 3 divergences back here in 2015 and then the run up. We had 3 divergences here and then the run up. This was posted November 22nd in the group. We've got an amazing team. We kill it. We all have our strengths and we use each other to be very successful. And so Trip, shout out to him, lead admin in the group. He picked up on the idea that you got 3 bullish divergences. And this is an indicator you can use. I can explain that to you at some point, but at 16,650, he was looking for a move. And this is the idea I talked to you about yesterday. After that move, right, where you're at about 16, 15,000, it bounced and you got 90 to 100% run up, and we nailed it. The Bitcoin halving is coming. What happens every time you see a Bitcoin halving? Run up. Bitcoin halving, run up. Bitcoin halving, run up. Bitcoin halving, run up. Never been so excited about what this market's about to do because, yeah, even if you get a pullback, you just get better entries on the ones that miss Bitcoin. If you want to trade Bitcoin and your altcoins take a hit and you pick up altcoins at cheaper prices, and that's fine. Most important part is like you're not going to want to hold the break lower and wait for it to bounce. So close your positions and then reopen. Initial investment is you're investing in yourself. Take a chance. Nobody else is going to do this for you. You think people get rich in life for doing nothing? No. They take risks. They invest in themselves. You're in crypto because you know there's a better way to make money in this world on your team. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.